The skies over the Middle East are lit by fire, missiles rise and fall, sirens scream, military analysts brace for escalation. But behind the explosions lies something deeper, a silent race toward nuclear power, a fight for dominance not just between two nations but two ideologies. Welcome to Talk Maniac, where today we uncover the full, chilling breakdown of the escalating conflict between Iran and Israel, from ballistic missile warfare, air superiority, and stealth bombings, to the secret nuclear ambitions threatening to reshape global stability. This is not just war, it's a warning. It began with a strike, but not on a city, not on a military base, on Iran's nuclear infrastructure. On June 15, 2025, Israel launched an unprecedented aerial assault on key Iranian targets, missile bases, radar systems, and most importantly, nuclear enrichment facilities. This wasn't random. Just hours before, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu narrowly survived a major political crisis. With his government on the edge of collapse, he made a decision that would reverberate through the region. Operation Rising Lion. Iran responded swiftly, launching dozens of ballistic missiles, sparking one of the most volatile exchanges in modern Middle Eastern history. Iran is no stranger to missiles. With over 2,000 ballistic missiles, Iran commands the largest stockpile in the Middle East. These aren't simple rockets, they are long-range, high-altitude, and increasingly precise. But by day 3 of the conflict, something changed. Iran began firing fewer missiles. Why? Because Israel's early strikes had already begun destroying stockpiles and launch facilities. Despite its size, Iran's arsenal is not limitless. And in a prolonged war, conservation matters. Some of Iran's missiles are still making it through, but many aren't. Israel's Iron Dome system has long been hailed as a marvel of modern warfare. Effective, fast, and precise, it can intercept short-range threats from Hamas or Hezbollah with ease. But Iran's ballistic missiles are an entirely different beast. These missiles climb over 1,000 kilometers into the atmosphere, then plummet down at supersonic speeds, sometimes even hypersonic. The Iron Dome simply can't handle that. Instead, Israel turns to its Aero defense system, a high-altitude American-assisted platform capable of intercepting missiles in space. The success rate? Around 90%. But each interception costs over $2 million, and the supply of Aero interceptors is limited. That means Israel must now choose which missiles to shoot down, and which to let hit. Let's talk about targets. Israel's strikes weren't random. They hit Natanz, Iran's best-known nuclear fuel enrichment facility. It's large, above ground, and relatively vulnerable. But deeper underground lies a more dangerous site, Fordow. Buried beneath a mountain, Fordow is Iran's most fortified nuclear facility. Standard bunker-busting bombs can't reach it. The only weapon capable of destroying Fordow? A 30,000-pound bomb called the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP. And only the United States military has it, along with the B-2 stealth bomber needed to drop it. So far, the United States has refused to get involved in direct strikes inside Iran. But here's the twist. Iran claims it is already moving enriched fuel out of Fordow to an undisclosed location. If Fordow is lost, Iran's nuclear ambitions would be set back by years. But if Iran completes the move in time, it could soon be capable of a nuclear breakout. In a dramatic military shift, Israeli aircraft have reportedly penetrated Iranian airspace repeatedly without being shot down. How? Because Israel has systematically dismantled Iran's air defense systems, radars, anti-aircraft batteries, and surface-to-air missiles. This is called air superiority, and once achieved, it gives Israel a massive advantage. With control of the skies, Israel can monitor movements in real time, conduct surgical strikes on key facilities, and demoralize enemy forces. For Iran, this means fighting blind in its own territory. Iran now claims it has deployed guided ballistic missiles with maneuverable re-entry systems, solid fuel, and hypersonic speeds. But military experts remain skeptical. Dr. Janice Stein of the Munk School of Global Affairs notes, if these were truly advanced missiles, interception rates would have dropped, but they haven't. This suggests Iran may be exaggerating its capabilities, perhaps as a deterrent, or domestic propaganda. Until independent evidence emerges, these weapons remain more of a mystery than a game-changer. Israel has also been targeting Iranian nuclear scientists through cyber attacks, car bombs, and covert operations. But does this actually stop Iran's program? Not really. While removing top scientists is a blow, Iran has a robust, well-educated scientific community. Nuclear enrichment is not cutting-edge tech. The knowledge is already widespread within Iran's elite institutions. The bigger threat to Iran's nuclear program isn't human, it's the destruction of infrastructure and enriched material. There's a darker possibility, that this war pushes Iran to race toward nuclear weapons. Under international pressure and military assault, Iran may claim it has no choice but to build a bomb, to protect itself. Reports suggest fuel has already been moved to secret locations, but even if Iran does build a warhead, it still needs time to test it, a delivery system, and a political decision to use it. Right now, all of that remains uncertain. So what does victory look like for Israel? Their ideal scenario, Iran permanently halts uranium enrichment on its own soil. But Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei has rejected this outright, citing his country's rights under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, or NPT. This is the deadlock. Israel says Iran cannot be trusted. Iran says it's being denied sovereignty. Diplomats now face an impossible task, finding a solution that allows both nations to claim victory, without sparking a full-scale regional war. War is easy to start, much harder to stop. As Israel gains air dominance and Iran clings to its nuclear ambitions, the chances of miscalculation grow every hour. One wrong strike, one missed signal, one unexpected death, and honestly this could spiral far beyond Israel and Iran. NATO, the United States, Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, all have stakes in this game. The coming days could shape the global balance of power for decades to come. What do you think will happen next? Will diplomacy win out? Or is this just the beginning of something much larger? Tell us in the comments. And if you want more deep analytical content on today's biggest global conflicts, subscribe to Talk Maniac and hit the bell icon. We bring you the stories others won't, with facts, clarity, and context. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay informed.